Okay, so in order to disassemble the firearm, we need to make sure that we render it safe first. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover that with the barred keep and with the Rough Rider. We'll start with the barred keep. If your gun is holstered, go ahead and unholster it. If you're a new gun owner, you need to know to put a good purchase grip onto the firearm, 2 or 3 fingers, so that you have a good hold, and so you're in control of the gun at all times. You want your index finger pointed up at the cylinder and away from the trigger well. The very first thing that you're going to do is you're going to put it in the first click or safe position. Okay, and what this does is it stops the hammer from hitting the firing pin. You also will note that the safety right now is in the up position, which is in the safe position. If it were in the fire position, it would be down, and you would notice the red dot, and that means that it's ready to fire. However, we don't want it to fire, we want it to be safe, so we're going to have it in the up position. Now we're going to put it in half cock, and what this will allow is the cylinder to move freely so we can go on to the next step, which is investigate the chambers. So we have that, we're moving them freely. So now that we know they move freely, we're going to go ahead and open up the gate, and we're going to look in each cylinder, make sure that it's empty. Looks like we have a round in there, so that is a snap cap. Put one in for the video. Because this is a barred keep, it has a exterior or separate ejector rod, so you're going to have to manually use that to push your shell out. You might notice that mine has a bit of shrink tubing on there, and that's to keep from scratching up the gun and the cylinder itself. So all you're going to do is you're going to insert it in the hole, like so, and going to push it out. A little bit easier with the snap caps. Going to do that again. Okay, put it in, push it out. When you have a spent round in there, it's going to require a little bit more force to do so. But now we're going to check the chambers again. We see all of them are empty. So what we're going to do is we're going to engage the cylinder pin catch. And what we're going to do is from the bottom, we're going to push up like so. We're going to keep it pushed up and pull out the cylinder pin. With doing that, we're going to go ahead and push out the cylinder, which now makes the gun rendered completely safe. There is no way to be able to shoot this. Okay, going to go on to the Rough Rider next. Put this on the side. Rough Rider. Everything's exactly the same except that you have a manual ejector that's attached. So we're going to do all the same steps. Okay. We're taking it out of the holster again. Get a good purchase on the grips. Put your finger pointed at the cylinder. Take your gun out. We're going to go ahead and put it on first cock to make sure that it's there, it's safe. Once again, we're noticing that the safety is in the upright position, which is where we want it to be safe. Going to put the gun on half cock, which allows the cylinder to spin freely. We're going to open up the gate, and we're going to inspect and see if we have any rounds. I have one snap cap in here, just like the last gun. And with this, what I do when I'm doing, I usually use one hand to eject my rounds. Okay, But a lot of people use two hands. So they hold the gun like so and use their secondary hand to go ahead and eject a round. Now, because these are snap caps, they kind of just fall out. But ideally, what you want to do is you want to have the gun upside down and eject it like so, so that the rounds more freely fall out. And you are turning the cylinders each and every time to go ahead and do that. So again, same thing, we're going to spin the chamber around, see that we have nothing in it. We're going to take the cylinder pin catch, we're going to depress it up, pull out the cylinder pin, take the cylinder out, and put it aside. Now our gun is 100% rendered as being safe and ready to go on to the next step, which is removing the backstrap. That will be in the next video.